Sri Lanka. We are in discussion with Mr. Chandragupta Tenawara. A very interesting discussion we've had so far this morning, and we've learned a lot, I think.
Definitely, Amaya. For somebody who's not much of a painter or a sculptor, I mean, I can't draw at all for anything, but for someone like me, it's definitely interesting. Now, on that same note, I have to ask you this question. Now, personally, I would love to be an artist myself, but I kind of understand the fact that when I keep a piece of paper on the table and if I am to take a piece of chalk or a pen or a paint, I simply don't seem to be able to get anything nice done on it.
Then if you can't draw properly, better start painting.
Painting?
Yes, the colors are always beautiful, no? So you can paint. Reds are beautiful, warm, you know, everything. But it's not, no, it's that opinion and mindset.
So there's nothing like you are born a painter. Is that
possible? You can be born as a painter, but you have to, if you are not training yourself, you are nothing.
Talent,
you are just a wasted talent. So that is why you have to have an idea, feeling. You know, that's the artist thing that you mix your mind, heart, hands, and your whole body. You know, so when the artist is fulfilled with those lot of things that work, even touching of that paper, it's becoming artwork.
But basically what you're saying is that anybody if they're interested, and even if they think that they are not good at it, they can just come in and become an artist?
Yes. This art is a construction. It's like a scientist. No, science also construction. You think science is there. So the science give a lot of results you can use. Art is sometimes look like no use, no. So kind of okay, it's a beautiful thing, but it has a lot of use, no. So the design might be was also art. You know, it's a white paper. Who decided this proportion of the paper? The designers who made these tables and who created this color. Everybody, wow. You know, they have to think about. You know, without visuals you can't live. You know, so without sounds you can live.
Right.
Without visual you can't live.
You often talk about how your father has influenced your work. So tell us something about that.
Yeah, father, I have great appreciation about him because he didn't disturb me anytime. No, he never disturbed. He didn't ask me because he trained artist, and he also went to the Haywood and he went to the Shantiniketan. He did music, art. You know, at that time, it's a teacher. He's a school teacher, principal. So they at that time, 60s, 50s, the teacher is not the one subject who can teach one subject. No, so they are the very broad and they have broad knowledge, broad experience. So that is why I think this teaching thing coming from father. So that is why I'm a preacher, I'm teaching like a preacher. So I'm preaching than teaching. so that's the way, you know, you have to. That's my great inspiration, and dedication to teaching. You know, so then you have to prepare for everything. And so that's a thing I learned from him.
And also there are talks that some of your art, actually a lot of your art, sells very well in Sri Lanka, in galleries here in Sri Lanka. What do you have to say to that?
Yes.
Do you have any, because it's not the commercial aspect of art, is it? But yet your paintings do sell very well.
Yeah, some Queensland art galleries buying my artwork, they have in their permanent collection in my work. And Fukuoka has artwork, so that they acquire artwork, you know, so that is why they are paying for art. So, and art can be, you know, always very expensive. If I dead tomorrow, my art will be more expensive.
but then again, I mean, like, touching on the same topic, I mean, earlier we were talking about how Mr. Tenawara thankfully failed his O-levels and got into art, right? So I suppose if you are to pursue something you like, even if it's art. I mean, whether you're a scientist or an artist, it has to give you some means of living. Would you agree?
Yes, because to live as an artist, I have to find another job. Now I'm teaching at the university. I love to have a work, to do my work without doing anything. Every morning I go there to my studio. I can think about art and make art. So still Sri Lanka is not that kind of country, because we don't have that much money to spend for art, so the who has money, they spend for, not for art. I think if I'm going to talk about it, I think you will say don't talk about it, so that is why the people are using money for what,
so there is a fine line between selling out and staying true to your art.
So but the thing is that you have a rupee note. It's a very beautiful thing, you collect a lot of beautiful things and buying a lot of beautiful
that was
things.
Also created through art.
Yes, without art you can't say. Heart, mind and hand, and you're thinking it's art.
Well, actually touching on what she just said, I mean, she said that there's a fine line between selling out and being true to your art.
Yes.
What do you have to say to that?
No, if artworks are selling, it's good for me, so I can pay back my loans. So every year I'm getting my UPF loan to recover my loans to, that's my experimental work. So no one believes barrelism as is art. It's internationally recognized. That is why sometimes people needs beautiful work. No, they can buy human figures, bathing, bare bodies, colorful canvases. So my art sometimes is not like that. So sometimes I'm saying white canvas, I'm saying this is not a white van, this is not like that, I'm naming it. So I'm saying this is not a canvas, so then you have to think about it. So those kind of crazy things I'm doing. So that is why might be it's not sellable, but when you are looking at that thing, you are start to live again, you have to think again. That's my main point. So it's very expensive for me to create that situation. But if artworks are selling, so then I can do more art again. So that's a very good thing.
Oh, well, it was really nice talking to you, Mr. Tenura. I mean, we did find out a lot of interesting things from you, but unfortunately, Amaya, I think it's time to wrap up the show.
Time to wrap up, I think.
Yes, please come to my next show, July 23rd at Mandelwet. You will see what kind of art I am making there.
Well, I'm sure after this show, and if everybody who's watched this show would definitely be interested after this little discussion we had with you. I know I would like to come and see it myself.
Please come, and I'll be there.
Tomorrow, for tomorrow's show, and I have to remind the viewers that we'll be discussing color therapy, where we will be having two very colorful personalities on our show. So do make sure you tune in for that show as well. And I think that's all the time we have for today's show. Yes. So thank you, Mr. Tenura.
So thank you very much. It's a Wednesday morning, Amaya. Let's hope that this day runs as smooth as any other day.
Yes.
Very good morning for everybody.
You too, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And good morning, Sri Lanka. Have a nice day.